Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King's friendship has become one of the most iconic partnerships in media history. Over the years, they have shared countless moments of joy, laughter, and profound connection. It is rare to see a friendship that has withstood the test of time in such an extraordinary way, but Oprah and Gayle have done just that. Their bond is a testament to trust, loyalty, and mutual respect, and it is no surprise that Oprah would go to such lengths to make Gayle's 70th birthday one of the most unforgettable celebrations of their friendship. The story of the surprise birthday party begins a few weeks before Gayle's actual birthday on December 28th. Oprah, known for her thoughtfulness and ability to pull off extravagant surprises, decided that this milestone year for Gayle would require something truly special. However, keeping the party a secret was no easy task, as Gayle has always been a central figure in Oprah's life and has always been there for her. Oprah understood that Gayle's special day needed to be celebrated in a way that captured the essence of their friendship and the love they share. As the weeks drew closer to Gayle's birthday, Oprah began to craft an elaborate plan to surprise her friend. Knowing Gayle as well as she does, Oprah knew that the best way to surprise her was with a heartfelt, intimate gathering that included the people who meant the most to her. Oprah was careful not to reveal too much, telling Gayle that she would be attending Oprah's holiday dinner for the Oprah Daily team at one of their favorite spots in New York City. The dinner, however, was nothing more than a cover for the real surprise that awaited Gayle. The dinner was set to take place at Ciamo, a renowned restaurant known for its chic atmosphere and delicious Italian cuisine. It was a place that Oprah and Gayle had frequented before, and they shared many fond memories there. Little did Gayle know that this dinner would not be just another gathering with the team, but a celebration of her life, her accomplishments, and the deep bond she shares with Oprah. Oprah spent days coordinating the details, gathering Gayle's closest friends and family, and planning every element of the surprise down to the smallest detail. The guest list was a who's who of people who loved and admired Gayle, from family members to high-profile celebrities. Oprah's social media posts leading up to the event were carefully crafted to maintain the ruse. She even posted on Instagram, offering a glimpse into what appeared to be a routine holiday dinner, while subtly hinting at the surprise that was being kept under wraps. For Oprah, keeping the secret was as much fun as planning the party itself. The anticipation was building, and the excitement surrounding the event grew as more people were brought into the fold. On the day of the party, Gayle remained blissfully unaware of the grand plan unfolding around her. She was, of course, excited for what she thought would be a lovely dinner with friends. When the time came for Gayle to head to Ciamo, she had no idea that her entire world was about to be turned upside down in the most delightful way. Oprah's masterful deception had been executed to perfection. Gayle was none the wiser as they made their way to the restaurant, chatting and laughing as they walked arm in arm down the New York streets. The moment they entered the restaurant, Oprah knew it was time. The lights dimmed and suddenly the air was filled with shouts of "surprise" from the guests who had gathered to celebrate Gayle's milestone birthday. Gayle's reaction was pure and unfiltered. She froze for a moment, her eyes wide with shock and disbelief. It was as though the entire world had shifted around her in an instant, and she could hardly process the overwhelming wave of love that surrounded her. In the split second that followed, she took a step back and let out a gasp, dropping her purse in the process. It was the kind of reaction that only a truly heartfelt surprise can elicit, and it was a moment that would go down in history as one of their most memorable. Oprah, who had been eagerly waiting for this moment, couldn't help but burst into laughter. She had orchestrated the entire event with so much care and precision, and seeing Gayle's reaction was a vindication of all the effort that had gone into making it a reality. Oprah's laugh echoed through the room, filling the space with warmth and joy. It was the sound of genuine happiness, the kind of laughter that only true friendship can inspire. As Gayle stood there, still processing the surprise, she placed her hand over her chest as though trying to steady her heartbeat after the shock. The room was filled with applause and cheers, and the celebration had officially begun. The first person to greet Gayle was her daughter, Kirby Bumpus, who rushed to embrace her mother with a warmth that was felt by everyone in the room. Kirby's love and affection for her mother were evident in that moment, and it was clear that the bond between them was as strong as ever. Following closely behind was Gayle's son, William Bumpus Jr., who also wrapped his mother in a tight hug. The emotional reunion between mother and children was a testament to the love that Gayle had nurtured within her family, and it was a moment of pure tenderness. As Gayle continued to take in the sea of familiar faces around her, she was greeted by other special guests, including Beyoncé's mother, Tina Knowles. Tina was there not just as a guest, but as a symbol of the deep connections Gayle had built over the years. Tina's presence at the party was a nod to the fact that Gayle's influence extended far beyond her immediate circle. Robert De Niro and his girlfriend, Tiffany Chen, were also in attendance, further highlighting the star-studded nature of the event. It was a testament to Gayle's warmth and kindness that so many high-profile individuals had gathered to honor her on such a special occasion. But it wasn't just the celebrities who made the night extraordinary, it was the people who had known Gayle for years, who had seen her grow and evolve into the person she is today. These were the people who had witnessed her triumphs and challenges, and they were there to celebrate everything that made Gayle King the incredible woman she is. Oprah, of course, was at the center of it all, having worked tirelessly to bring this celebration to life. The evening continued with laughter, music, and dancing. In one particularly memorable moment, Oprah and comedian Stephen Colbert were captured on the dance floor, letting loose to Beyoncé's hit song, Cuff It. Oprah's infectious energy took over as she twirled and danced with Colbert, her green dress shimmering in the light as she effortlessly moved to the beat. Crowd couldn't help but join in, clapping along to the rhythm. Oprah was a vision in her outfit, wearing a green dress with a fringe hem that moved with every step she took. Her green heels added a touch of glamour to the ensemble, and her presence was magnetic. She exuded the kind of joy and confidence that comes from knowing you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Meanwhile, Gayle, who had clearly recovered from the initial shock of the surprise, couldn't help but smile as she watched Oprah on the dance floor. Two women had shared countless moments like this over the years, moments where they could be themselves, free from the pressures of their public personas. It was a moment of pure joy, and it was a reminder of why their friendship had lasted so long, because it was built on trust, respect, and shared experiences. Later in the evening, Oprah took a moment to give a heartfelt speech in honor of Gayle. As the room fell silent, Oprah's words carried weight, and the love in the room was palpable. Oprah spoke about the unique bond she shared with Gayle, one that had lasted for decades and had only grown stronger over time. "There's nobody in the world like Gayle King," Oprah declared, her voice filled with emotion. She went on to reflect on their friendship, noting how they had never had an argument or disagreement in all their years together. Their friendship, she said, was built on a foundation of love and trust, and it had stood the test of time in a way that few relationships do.